So let's discuss the first one, where you have the hero image and you have multiple videos you can submit. So let's start with that. What can you share with us?
Yeah, so the hero area is where it all started. Obviously, it was the first placement on Amazon where you could use video. We all know the importance of the hero area. One statistic that was shared with us sort of anecdotally with Amazon years ago was that 90% of first-time visitors to a product page were looking at everything in the image carousel, including the video, right? So this content can't be overstated in terms of its importance. And so to me, what that hero area video does, it's setting the table and it is telling the story before people scroll down, before they start reading the detailed specs, before they start reading the reviews. The video itself is the ultimate opportunity to tell your complete story in a very human, detailed kind of way. Because again, you think about what people are going to do when they're going to scroll down and they're going to read the reviews, right? That's where they're looking to make an emotional connection. They're moving out of the intellectual piece around the price and the product specs. They're moving into emotion. Video is obviously an incredibly emotional experience. A video is worth 1,000 words. A video is worth 1,000,000 words, right? We are taking all sorts of subconscious clues from a video. So the opportunity to present to a consumer a story, which is what a video is, in the hero area, is a huge opportunity. And so there are a couple of things that we think are really, really important in doing that. First of all, everyone thinks, okay, I'm in this short attention span period, and so I want to keep my videos up in that hero area short and punchy. Wrong. You want to get people are opting in to watch that video. It doesn't autoplay. It's not interruptive. It's not bothering anyone. They're choosing to invite you into a conversation effectively with you at that point. And so you want to give them as much information as they're willing to absorb. And so we think minimum 45 seconds. So the average dwell time in a video in those areas, and actually across Amazon, when it's available, 45 seconds easily done. So we think the ideal length is actually a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Now, again, people might drop off before you're done. That's okay. All that means is you need to order that video in the hero area, starting with the most important information and then moving down toward less important information. And now, but if you've got a minute, you can communicate a whole lot of things. So what are some of the things we think you should be communicating in that time? Unboxing is great, right? So one of the things I think people underappreciate with all these video opportunities and all the imagery opportunities, Amazon is becoming more of a social platform itself. And it is a palette to tell these very broad, social stories. And so something that would be accepted on social media absolutely is appropriate in that shopping environment. TikTok made me buy it, right? So bring some of those elements in. Everybody's familiar with scrolling on Instagram. Everybody's familiar with doing deep dive research on YouTube. All those elements are great. So an unboxing is a great idea to do, but it's obviously just the beginning. You definitely want to demonstrate your product, everything that you're trying to bring out that is a key selling point, or addressing anything that may be a purchase inhibitor, right? That people don't really understand how it works, or they're nervous about this. If you know those things, get those things into the video in that hero area and take the time that you need to tell that story. The final thing that, that we definitely are enthusiasts about for that hero area video, and that we've seen work very well over the years, is bringing in that consumer authenticity. And so for us, for Gen Video, that's about using influencers who not only bring all of the authenticity of another user, which is, again, has the highest credibility with shoppers, but they also bring the production value, right? And so you are in the hero area. The consumer who clicks the video in the hero area understands they're hearing from the manufacturer. And so they have an expectation around production quality. They want it to be high. They anticipate it to be high. And so the only risk with UGC, and UGC I define as, you know, sort of an everyday consumer that maybe isn't, that doesn't have a social following. You just want to make sure that their production quality is going to be high enough that you're not disappointing consumers. You're not underselling your brand by having something that's too raw and maybe doesn't feel as comprehensive. So those are some tricky balances, but those are all the different levers I think about when we think about hero content. It's longer, it's high production quality, and it addresses the entire scope of the story you want to tell. And again, every second that someone's spending with your hero area video is time that they're investing with you, and they're being convinced of your case before they start scrolling down the page and are distracted by all these other influences, you know, that may or may not be telling the story you want to tell. This is your moment. Seize the day.